Just like that, it's the co-meet and exit Pavlovich, enter Spivak on last second. Sergey Spivak, aka the Polar Bears, coming through for the boys. He's replacing Sergey Pavlovich, who unfortunately had to pull out due to visa and travel restrictions. And that was going to be a very interesting contest. But I'm excited that the UFC was able to, get the next best Sergey, right? Because the Polar Bears Sergey Spivak is no joke. This isn't going to be just an easy layup for Aspinall. I'm leaning Tom Aspinall. We're pretty bullish on him, and I like him in this spot, especially, he's fighting right before his teammate Darren Till, and just an amazing opportunity for both gentlemen. And I tend to think that he's going to have the advantages throughout most of the contest, but make no mistakes, Sergey Spivak is a guy who will always come to fight. So he's only got the two losses. He's 13-2, and Tom Aspinall's 10-2, right? So both these guys immensely talented. Neither, however, possessing, a dearth of professional UFC and MMA experience writ large. So very excited to see this contest between the Moldovan Polar Bear and Tom Aspinall. Aspinall is getting a lot of love from Tapology. You right there with him?
Yeah, I'm right there with him. In my opinion, this is a almost honestly another lock, but the odds just aren't as juicy as Patty the Batty. But I mean, Polar Bear is still no joke, so it is a little more dangerous in my opinion. But I think Tom has got this on lockdown. I think he's just the bigger, stronger guy. I think he's gonna have definitely the stand-up advantage, but Polar Bear's no joke, man. He comes there with those absolute polar paws and just absolute smashes guys. So this is gonna be a very fun fight, but I think Tom is the more athletic, faster, in and out, gonna use his range, his footsies, and his speed is just gonna be a big key factor in controlling the fight. So I'm right there with Tapology. I don't know about a finish, wouldn't surprise me, but I just think Polar Bear and Tom are both tough dudes. So I think this is either gonna be a finish first round or unanimous decision, Tom in the third.
Yeah, and then the last time we saw Polar Bear get finished was the last and the only time I should say was to the big ticket Walt Harris. And I mean, MMA math not a thing, but if we put Aspinall up against Walt Harris, I gotta imagine that might be the same thing as well. So I think that it's not unreasonable for of that 89%, about 72% of it is Brown. They're rolling with that KO TKO finish. And if we look at Aspinall's recent performances, right, all the dude does is get finishes. I was so impressed with that last submission victory over Andrei Arlovsky, and that was a contest where he was piecing him up on the feet beforehand. It wasn't like he had to resort to that submission. It was available in the moment, and he probably could have ended that fight in a multitude of different ways. It was just one-sided, and before that, he smashed Alan Badeau, he smashed Jake Collier, and he's just been getting wins by finish. All of his wins come by some sort of finish. So I think it's not unreasonable. And that's why I'm with that. I think Aspinall gets the finish in this one. Do you think that it's going to go over 1.5, or do you anticipate? I think you mentioned the third round. What do you think? Do you think it's more or less likely that Aspinall finishes this thing early?
I do think it would go over the 1.5 to be honest.
Hmm.
If I had to, go with my gut, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's a 30-second absolute meat hammer bomber, and one of these guys are going out. And I think Tom will be the man on top on this one. But I do like the 1.5 over.
100%. Yeah, we're both Tom Aspinall, and we're rolling with the Team Cowbond product to get this one done and then go and support his homie Darren Till just afterwards. So great opportunity, great co-meet event. Glad they could get the second Sergey. And in this one, we both got to roll with Aspinall. So let us know in the comments who you guys are rolling with. Do you think Aspinall is going to continue this hot streak, or is the polar bear going to come out with those polar paws and find a way to freeze old Tommy? Let us know in the comments. Appreciate you checking us out.